Yeah, welcome here. Welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. So yesterday we didn't have any recording because of our analysis on Monday, and we are waiting for its materialization or invalidation before we kind of see what will happen next in the markets. So waking up this morning, I saw that our point of interest on Monday has been taken out of the market. The proportion block that we selected has been taken out of the market. But mind you, we are still within the other block that give birth to the proportion block. So there is one characteristic of this proportion block that wasn't fully fulfilled, I guess, because it's just a kind of weak within the something. It's not giving us that enough vibe to kind of give us enough reasons to fully capitalize on it. Okay. So, but nonetheless, everything in trading is risk. Nonetheless, since we have this leg material, giving us some kind of movement into this level and giving us a proper mitigation of this other block that we have here, then I believe we can bank on it. But what did take us out of this market is this week during Asian range, and it takes the trade out of this something. So it takes our something, and it's just with a minor pip, but nonetheless, we are out of the trade already. So, and that's a very massive something. And that's the reason why I always advise that we use proper risk management when we are taking a trade. So yeah, it is. I'm using just how many percent? I'm using just 2% of my account on the trade, and you know. Eventually, they divide the range into two. So risking 2% above, 2% below. That's making 4% on the account. But nonetheless, it's nothing much to capitalize on because if we are able to carry see another trade of 1 to 5, then we're going to recover or whatever something because risking two will give us 10% plus the 2% we put in. So automatically we are safe. So that means there's nothing to really worry about in the trade. So if you are not using proper risk management, I will advise you learn it in a way that will serve you right. Okay. So here we are in the market. We are trying to kind of like see what else we can capitalize on. So personally, I talk about this level without, let's go to 4 hour to see. Talk about this level, we have this major shift here. We have a trend change structure break into the highs. And we're on the right side of the market. Nothing really concerns us with the left side of the market again. So we have this leg here. And personally, I believe that money has been transferred to this level. And from this leg, money has been transferred to this particular leg. So I'm not expecting this leg to be broken. But anything can happen in the markets, and whatever markets like, it does. So, but we have some gap here, and which wasn't properly mitigated from this level. But if we check it on lower time frame, we kind of see, okay, that we did not have proper mitigation of this level. And if you remember from like previous 4 episodes, we picked this range here to kind of trade from. But it didn't give us what we are expecting in the market. So if we look at 2 hour clearly, we're going to see this range that we have here. So we have this particular range. But personally, we have this block within this leg here. So that might want to eventually, because if we look at it very well, we will see on daily the reason why not actually expecting, because there's a proper mitigation of it on daily. We have this block here and this particular leg mitigated properly here. So personally, I'm anticipating this leg, yeah, this level to be our strong low, which I'm expecting this leg to be protected. But nonetheless, anything can happen in the market. We can transcend this leg here, come down into this particular low, and still buy from this leg. So if I thought we are buying from this leg, then automatically we have this internal structure here. There is one internal structure within this leg that we can spot just now. There is another internal structure here. But this internal structure mitigate this internal structure, and we have the only thing is because the fact that we didn't have deeper something. We just tap and run out of it. But nonetheless, since we have this type of something in the market, what we are anticipating is, but instead of us worrying about this leg that might not come to, I would rather stick with this my made strong glow that I'm anticipating. It. So sorry for that call. We're going to be anticipating this particular leg. I'm so sorry for that little break. So I continue. We have so I would rather have us stick to this strong glow, and we'll be anticipating wherever I want to happen within this strong glow. Because after dropping this proportion block, I did analyze this other block that we have here. So I kind of want to I'm leaning toward taking this other block alone without the proportion block. But nonetheless, we're going to, anything can happen in the market. So anything can happen in the market, but nonetheless, we try and stick to our planning. Whatever happens, happens. But since our risk management is in place, we have little or nothing to worry about. So we have this proportion block being tapped out of the market, but we are still within the hobby. But before I can shift gear from buying to selling, I will have this my strong glow um being invalidated. So once my strong glow is being validated, if it's yet to be invalidated, then I'm still looking for buys in the market. Even though this proportion block, I wasn't expecting it to the low to be tapped or whatever or close below. I'm still anticipating the fact that okay, we are within the order block and I'll still be buying every buying opportunity, even though this one is taken out, or just look for buy on lower time frame. I'm not going to change my bias yet until we have this strong glow to be invalidated. And if at all, if this level got invalidated, I'm going to risk the level that we have here, this internal structure that we have on higher time frame. I'll still be risking it, but nonetheless, I'm still sticking within my OBA. I'm still looking for buys. Not looking for sell yet. Every sell opportunity will wait after this level got invalidated and closed below. So once it's closed below, then I will only take a risk from this particular level here, which will be anticipating buys from. But nonetheless, I will switch to selling if we close below, if price closes below this strong low. So I'll be selling, but at the same time, I will be buying from this level. So what will now determine my either buying or selling will be determined by lower time frame. Even though this same other block that we have here, what will be determined what we do inside here is to be anticipating some kind of reversal something reversal level on this inside this other block, then we can be anticipating some buys from the level. So here we are on 4 hour, and as we can see, it is just a tab below this proportion block in liquidity below this low was tapped in, and we have this level being taken just like that. So since we have this level like this, on 1 hour. So what we'll be anticipating is the fact that, okay, we have this shift in the market and everything lies perfectly and there is proper mitigation of this leg into this other block that we have here. So what we'll be doing literally is uh, kind of study this particular leg, we move to the right side of the market because we have a minor. We target minor for some reasons. We target minor shift, minor MSS in the market. And okay, so it would be better we analyze on 1 hour and try to see. So we have this minor shift in the market, and here happens to be here happens um to be a trend change, which is structure break. So let's take this proportion block up of this something of our way. So we have this trend change and we have this leg to be our strong low and strong guy. Then it's got to this level to be our strong guyness. So it has been transferred to this leg to be our strong guy. So lower strong guy. Then we have this leg here. We have these are weak low. Then we have this strong guy again. All these are minor structures, which is strong guy. We have that strong guy in the market. And here automatically becomes our weak low. So we have this leg to be our weak low. What we can see from this particular leg is the fact that this weak low wasn't closed below. So we have liquidity being rated below this low. And we can just study that on lower time frame here. So if we have this level, this particular leg here in our week low and it's close below here. For 1 hour, as we can see, it's kind of liquidated. So automatically the here turns to our total soup. And if it happens to be a total soup, then automatically we know that we have a minor flip within this leg here. So that becomes our flip, a minor flip in the market. And this is a very pure reversal pattern in the market, lower time frame. And mind you, since we are anticipating the fact that we are within this other block, so and here becomes wherever we see within this leg is we can still be capitalizing using this as our confluence. We can be anticipating or capitalizing on this particular leg that we have there. So here it automatically becomes our shift market. Then we have this leg is being closed above, then it turns to our trend change in the market. So, okay, I guess we've missed this opportunity now. We've missed the opportunity to buy in the markets. Okay, so we have this particular leg here. So study the inside of this thing. Let's take out our Asian range first so that we can see clearly what we have. So we have this major shift, and here automatically becomes where we will buy from. As you can see, this is a perfect order block in the market, a perfect OB. So, but we have a mitigation block above it. I guess that has been properly mitigated. We have this mitigation block. It's a PDA line. So if we have this line in the market above our other block, then we will be anticipating. And there is another confluence here, which is this particular leg, which happens to be our fair value gap on 15 minutes, line perfectly within that leg. Then automatically we'll be anticipating some kind. But if the volatility in the market is so high, then we might not get a retracement back into this level yet. So, and that would be some kind of miss in the something. But nonetheless, we'll be anticipating this leg. Let's see what it is on 1 hour and try to know. Okay. Okay, then 1 hour is yet to close. So I guess we are okay. It's lined perfectly with another block on on 1 hour. So, and we have this leg not yet closed. we have this candle, not yet closed, then automatically we'll be anticipating this other block in the market. So I guess we're still going to continue to look for a buy in the market. So here will be our trade for today. This will be a very long something, and we have this level here. So I guess what we'll be doing is okay, okay, let's put it here. So that will be, we like to use it to be 1 to 115, and we'll be looking for 75 pips in the market. So that will give us our perfect 1 to 5 because anything can happen. We have this internal structure within this leg. So if I thought we are anticipating anything, it should be within this fair value gap. But nonetheless, it's better we take the whole range, the whole other block. So that at least, but with the kind of volatility that we have this morning, then we might not be expecting some kind of retracement into the leg anytime sooner. So anything can happen in the market. But nonetheless, this will remain our trade, at least for now. So we'll be anticipating that leg. We'll be anticipating this particular leg in the market. So whatever happens, happens. But nonetheless, yeah, happens to be our trade of 50 minutes. And don't forget, we are using this OB to be our confluence. So yeah, this one will serve as our confluence in the market. So that's what we're anticipating, at least for now. So until we have the invalidation of this leg, then we can be expecting that we're going to have some kind of retracement in the market. So we have this leg being properly, we are having a very good something here. Having a very good I have a mice here disturbing me. So we have this proper setup on lower time frame. So we try and capitalize on it and see what we can take out of the something. But nonetheless, here becomes our trade. We don't have to force anything until it becomes invalidated and closes below. Then we can be anticipating another thing. Well, with the kind of volatility we are getting in the market, we can see that's okay. Maybe the anticipated movement into the eye is kickstarting. But if we go to daily or weekly, we can see that we are expecting higher prices in the market. I'm actually expecting it because coming from this internal structure, don't forget that we still have our trades within this internal structure. And we are expecting this weekly week we are expecting it to be closed above and move into the highs. But with this particular leg we have here, as you can see, this leg here, we have some kind of movement in it. And so, it will kind of give us some manipulations into the low before going into the highs. So let's keep it this way. And let's try and move with that. So here, serving as our confluence, I still believe in the high prices in Euro USD. So on daily, I just want to believe that this is creating another block for us to still generate another buy from, which will kind of support the price if this particular leg transcend above this highs. But nonetheless, we'll move to lower time frame to kind of see what we can be capitalizing on. But looking from this leg here, we can capitalize on this particular that block. But nonetheless, anything can happen in the market. And the only confidence I'm having is because this internal structure that is supposed to send price lower got transcended at this leg. So I'm sticking to the buys. I'm not going to be selling yet. It was I cited this particular leg here, and I was kind of okay. It's needed to send the price lower, but I didn't take it because of the fact that I'm expecting higher movement. I don't want to be going against my trade. So that's that in the market for today. We're going to stop here, and this one will be our trade. Thank you very much. Have a lovely and a profitable